We're back with another episode of Beneath the Armour.
Ching ching.
Today we got the manager, the leader, the noble, the honorary, knight, boss of the round table, Joker Starr.
What
What
you
saying, man?
Yeah, all blessed, man. Thanks for having me.
It's cool, man. You know we do this all the time, man. I think I've sat down with you in front of a camera behind the table about four times now, maybe. Something like that.
Yeah, man. And it's good, like, because the time for talking is done, man.
That's it.
Time for talking is done, because last time I came here and we had a little conversation, it was just the beginnings of it. No one kind of knew what was going on. You know what I mean? Matches weren't even booked. Now matches are booked, you get me? People got to back their talk now. So we'll see. We'll see who's full of talk, mate, after the first event. We'll see the people that are quieted down. You get me? We're going to see. It's going to be beautiful. And my ears will be crystal clear listening to silence. You know what I mean? Yeah, man.
So we got the first event on Saturday.
Yeah.
I mean, firstly, man, what was your strategy behind picking the battlers and the matchups that you made on the match day?
Okay, well, first with the battlers, I heard of this. Once I kind of knew it was a brand new thing, and you know, people are gonna have a lot of opportunities to do things. The intention was to put people on and give them a platform, which, you know, some have gained, others never really got the chance to fulfill their potential in it. So put them in a different light. It's a brand new league, brand new stage, brand new rules. It's the same game. So my plan was to just put experienced people there that I know I can talk to and who trust me to make decisions for them. So, you know, I think I met Old English before I met any of the other people that I picked, you know what I mean? And he's always been a guy to ask me for the little tips here and there, and he's just a good guy, man. So he was always going to be in it because, you know, he's one guy that I think, like, he hasn't reached his potential because I feel like he listens to too many people telling him he can't do this, he can't do that, your voice is this. And you know what I mean? Like, I want him this year to come out of his shell. And, you know, this is the perfect platform to reinvent himself. As for Villain, we all know Villain is a killer, you know what I mean? Like, he makes people cry. You know what I mean? In this thing, like, he's no joke. Like, he
does make people cry.
Yeah, he's had more success than the majority of people in UK battle rap. So he doesn't necessarily need to do this in terms of what views bring. But, you know, like...
He's blessing them with views, really.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, you know, for most of the battlers that I have in the team, like, they have, like, their own points that they want to prove to people. So now it's nothing to do with the views and the look. It's about stamping their authority on the game. You know what I mean? That's the sense that I get for Villain. It's like, you know, when people have short memories in battle rap and they don't realise that he's done things in the game which has shifted the way people move in this thing.
I think,
you know what I mean?
I think, like, especially the J90 battle, at a period where Don't Flop was evolving, and battle rap was getting noticed by outside people. I feel like that period was a make or break time because at the time when we was getting the Mark Grist attention and the other attention, the Pete Cashmore brought it through the tabloids and things like that. It was a case of when these people do click on Don't Flop, what are they going to see? You know what I'm saying? There's all this attention about it now, but what's the battle that's getting uploaded next week?
Yeah.
Is it fucking, you know, Tom Kane versus fucking whoever the fuck? Do you know what I mean? Like, are they gonna look at it? Are they gonna look at it and think, oh my god, what the fuck is this shit? You know what I mean? And at the time, it was battles like that, like Villain versus J90, that were upholding the standard. That were when the new fans were clicking it. they would say, oh, I'm coming back to some more of that shit.
Yeah, and Villain has done that there enough every year that he's been involved. You know what I mean? Like, and now it's time for him to do that again. I can remember having a conversation with him. It's like he did it with J90. Air Max. I ain't gonna butcher his line. I'm not gonna butcher his line, but we all, if you're a fan, you probably know that. Like with the with the Yunnan battle, that second round.
You was rubbing up your eyes?
Yeah.
Unanimously crying?
It go down in
pushing him on a farm hill.
So he knocked it up a notch there.
Yeah.
My favourite is his performance versus DNA.
Yeah.
He kind of held it to his highest standard. Yeah. Now he's got to do it again. Like anything less than the best is, you know what I mean? It doesn't do him justice for the artist that he is. You know what I mean? Dialect has been on a fucking. Dialect has been on a tear.
He's been on a tear.
And listen,
he's been on a tear.
I just tell him a few pointers here and there, yeah. But when you have people in your team that feel they deserve to be respected and in a position that they aren't, against people that feel they don't have to try because they feel they deserve to be in that position. I'd rather have the person who has got something to prove. You know what I mean? And the last two battles that he's had, like, people are scared again. And all I'm saying to him is just tap into that.
Bro, it's not even the last two battles, you know. Yeah, he's been on a rip for a while, but then he took a little dip. I can't remember who he didn't do so great against recently. Yeah, but bro, like he battled Tony D on KOTR, and most people are saying he won, innit? From there, I see him coming about saying he went fucking about, yeah. Then I think he lost to someone. Then he come back and beat Scoop. Do you get me? But my man's been on a fucking tear, bro.
Yeah.
He's been on a tear.
Yeah, man. He's one of the hardest out to do it right now. You know what I mean? And I feel like he's another one. Like as time goes on, people forget. New fans come in and they don't do their history. And you know, and Tally is like no one.
I'm excited.
No one thought of Tally.
I'm excited
with this battle rap thing. No one. And for me, the first time I saw him, the event Summer Standard, I can't remember who we battled. I don't even think the battle got uploaded. But I said there's something about this guy that I like.
I think my man got nicked on the way to the event, and he was on a TV program.
See.
On Channel 5 or something where the police are nicking people, but he got let go, and then he showed up to the event like 2 hours later or something. And on the TV program, he was like, "I've got to get to this event." You know what I mean? So, but yeah, like Tally's one of them guys, bruv, that people worry about him because he's no-showed and things have happened and whatever. But
I mean, that's down to the respect he has for people throwing the events. You get me? Like.
That's what I think.
I don't think if anyone else would have asked him to do it, I don't think he would have done it. You know what I mean? That's premier thing. You know what I mean? And he's ready, mate. Like he's ready. Yeah. Like, and it's just my team is a team of people that are just gonna remind people, like all these MCs have been involved in some of the best battles in UK battle rap. You know what I mean?
Tell you, I remember when I see battles,
if you have a top 50, they'll all be in it. Top 100, definitely they'll all be in it. Maybe have one or two.
One of my most slept on favourites is Tally versus Temple of Surfer Kid. 1 rounder. Gift of the Gab. I was there live. Yeah. It was in a little studio. Literally where Cojay had the UKVL event, yeah? It was across the road from there. Literally across the road on the same road. In a little studio thing. Packed out, similar to this, but they had a radio studio thing next to it. And this building here, like this space here, was packed out. Yeah, and one youth fainted halfway through Tally's round. And I didn't know whether it was from the punchline or just from the lack of oxygen in the room. But it just added to the vibe. You know what it was? Like, Tally just came out snapping, bro.
Man,
it was
like bro. Tally on his game, man. Like, there's not many that can stand in front of you. You have to be a master at your style to stand in front of.
Do you know what I like? I like the fact that Dialect and Tally are both quite aggressive, and Villain and Old English are both quite laid back but very great writers.
Mm.
And it's like you've got a great balance. So strategically, as a manager, when they put someone and say, right, we want someone to battle this player, you've got a good selection and a good variety of strengths that you can put against this person and say, actually, I'm going to use Villain for his brutalness and his brutal breakdowns. Or actually, I'm going to use Dialect because he's got the grime element. Or do you know what I mean? Like, you can actually think what matchup's going to be best for the actual team.
Yeah, man. Like, I'm not worried as to who I put people up against. Like, any decision that is made, it's a group decision. I ask them who they want to battle. We talk about who we think is best to go up against certain people, and then we forward the matches. Like, it's never a thing like I don't want to be. I know how it is when you have someone writing for people they don't want to write for. You get me? So I don't want that scenario in this thing, especially when it's a platform where if they do well, the things that can come to them are endless. You know what I mean? No one really knows what the deal is yet, but start with your good foot forward. You know what I mean? So I'm not worried about whoever they come up against. You know what I mean? I've said from the start, I back my team. I publicly back my team. We're gonna win the team. You know what I mean? And that's what I expect. I expect to win it. You know what I mean? And you got all these people talking. Let them talk. Let them talk, mate. It don't faze me at all. You know what I mean? Some people don't know my history, and that's blessed. But if you know my history, you get me. Like, everything that I encompass in this battle team, I'm passing on gems to them. And you'll see the differences. You'll see the differences come match day. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
So you got the merch. You got the merch going on.
But I've got the merch popping. I've got sponsorship popping. You get me? I got my own sponsor, Fat Tones Shop.
Where can they buy the merch from?
What, the Premier League merch?
Yeah.
Premier League, premierbattles.club. From a website.
You can buy the Knights t-shirts and that.
Or match day, they're going to be on sale match day, definitely.
They're going to be on sale match day.
Scarves, beanies, you know what I mean?
That's calm.
It's all blessed.
That's calm. So, like, what else?
Who do you think is the biggest threat to Knights?
I don't see any threats to Knights.
Boom!
You get me? I think that.
Boom!
I've put it this way, yeah. I think that the Knights, they come from a solid standpoint where the battlefield is their playground. Yeah. And it just depends. Like I said, where you've got so much variety and so much team, like a great team dynamic, it's like I don't think that other teams are really on that kind of wavelength.
Listen, I'd say from the start, my five, which is including me, my five versus any other five, we're winning. It don't matter. You know what I mean? It may be some of your favourites, but some of them favourites ain't right to win. You get me? So,
how tempted was you to get Verb T involved in this?
I know Verb T ain't really on the battle rap team. You know what I mean? Like, he's doing well with his music. You get me?
Do you reckon he would have got involved if you broke it down to him?
Yeah, of course, man. Like, that's one of my brothers in this thing. Like, we came up and learned the hard way together. You know what I mean? So, I think he'd more be into doing battles if it's a 2-on-2 with me. Solo battles, not so much.
Yeah, of course. Do you have any teams that you think, like, like in football, there's always derbies and there's always rivalries? Man City, Man United.
I think it's the first one. The first one, because they've been talking so much grease, yeah. The media that back them talking so much grease.
Who is it? Pride?
Yeah. The talk is gonna stop.
They do. I see them a lot in the forum.
The talk is gonna stop. Like, and
they're lying.
I even told the guy that does their social media, like, bro, like, your talk is gonna stop come February 3rd, man. You know what I mean? February 4th is gonna be full of battlers in the forums making excuses. You're not gonna see my battlers in there making no excuses. You know what I mean? I'm gonna leave it all on the stage, bro. Like, prepared. We're gonna be prepared the best. We're arriving together. You get me? Practicing together, coming up with ways to perform together, ideas together. You know what I mean? We talk at least once a day. Preparing. We're here like trying to build brands within brands. You get me? We got flipping sponsorship. You know what I mean? We're looking to get every battle a sponsorship. You know what I mean? Even to the point where I'm arranging battles for other people's teams. You know what I mean? There's some players on your team, they have more respect for me than they have for their manager. You get me?
Talk that
so
shit.
All your talking, it's gonna stop, bro. It's gonna stop. You know what I mean? Come that match day, it's gonna stop, bro. Like I'm not playing. If you're giving me a platform to bring people in, I'm bringing people in that are gonna make a difference in it. Like
I got a feeling, that you was referencing a lot of people, but specifically one person that can relate to is O'Shea. When you said they respect me more than their manager. Because I know you and O'Shea have got a good relationship. You and Flossie have got a good relationship.
Yeah.
And when his name popped up on Mandrill, I was surprised. I was like, how come O'Shea ain't on Joker Star's team? That's what I thought.
The thing is, I can't have everybody. You know what I mean? And to be fair, the way this Knights thing will eventually be, it's like there's even people that aren't involved that just wanted to make it a brand that
Do you know what Mickey said?
A brand that stands by itself. You know what I mean?
Mickey said that he's got money on Luna being the first manager to drop out because he hasn't seen him make any social media posts about the whole thing. He doesn't seem engaged or interacting with anything to do with Premier battles publicly.
Well, that's down to them. Like, you know, like if you going to pick your manager based on the name and the platform that they were given, like, you should choose your manager on the work that they put in and the respect that people around them have for them. You know what I mean? Me and Hulk have never really seen eye to eye, but there's a respect there and a mutual respect there. So even that speaks volumes. Where I'm not gonna say names of battlers that I can call up. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? They're asking me to transfer them come the end of the year. You know what I mean? It's beautiful. That's how much respect I've got. Like you at home may not respect me, but I got respect from, you know what I mean? Just watch the movement grow. Like we're just gonna show you.
Legal. You know, Briggsy and I are gonna start putting laws and that in about rules and that. New rules. No transfer discussions. You know what I mean? No behind the scenes transfer discussions until the season opens.
Even to the point like where I'm stepping in for my battlers. How do you think they're gonna step in when it's their turn, innit?
They're gonna be.
How do you think they're gonna step in when it's their turn?
Tony's retired, AD, so he ain't stepping in.
Listen, at the end of the day, like
Luna
you know what I mean?
So he ain't stepping in.
What I'm looking to do, and this is the mistake people with new battle leagues make. They put me first. Don't put me first, because one, it pisses me off, and two, the people that have to come after me, they're not going to look so good. So like, you know, your headliners aren't going to look good. You get me? So yeah, it's beautiful. I do it all the time. You get me? So we'll see, man. We'll see. It's beautiful. Come end of the year, man. It's beautiful. We're looking to wrap this up by match day 4. And then on the 5th match day, just go up there and chill, hang out. You know what I mean? Party.
So you man are rocking the kit. You man are rocking the kit on match day, yeah?
Yeah. Everyone's on the top.
Obviously, because you're like a player manager, you'll be battling in your kit anyway. Do like managers have kits, or will they be wearing some sort of kit?
We get a different colour top to the players.
So you got the little, alright, the little exclusive top and that, yeah?
Exclusives, you know what I mean?
Shit. I suppose, like, if battle rap ever becomes, like, you know, like, imagine it ended. Imagine battle rap just ended or whatever. Like, in, like, 50 years or whatever, it will be a thing, innit? It will be like a little niche little... Oh, do you remember battle rap? Oh, I've got a Hollow the Don t-shirt, or do you know what I mean? Like they'll be like, the porn shop. What's it? Porn stars and that. They'll be going into the shop like, yeah, I got a signed CD from Disaster. You know, one of them ones, like, they'll be like, oh my God, like, this guy found cannabis. You know, one of them ones, like.
I think all niche cultures end up being like that. You know what I mean?
The Knights jersey's going to be worth though.
Oh, it's the best top.
Especially the managers on the limited edition
it's
one.
The best top, mate. We're going to get that signed. You know what I mean? We'll auction them off, mate. You know what I mean? But yeah, because everyone's going to want to be a Knight at the end of the year. You know what I mean? So, well, at the end, I'm just looking forward to it getting started. I'm looking forward to leading my team, starting the foundation down to them so they can follow in my footsteps, you know what I mean? And it's like, how can, if I can't do it, how can I tell them to do it? So, you know, if I'm telling them to go out and do certain things, like, they have to at least see me do it once. You know what I mean?
By example.
It might have been a while since they seen me do something. You know what I mean? But there's a reason why Shotty picked me. It was Shotty's decision. Just remember that. It was Shotty's decision. You know what I mean? There's a reason why I'm involved. You get me? We'll leave it at that. Shoutings and blessings to everybody out there. Check out Fat Tone Shop on Instagram. You know what I mean? Gonna try and anyway, let me not talk too much, man.
So yeah, match day Saturday.
I don't even drink or smoke, man.
Manchester. It's the yeah, man. Knights beneath the armour.
That's gonna roll off.
I was about to say beneath the skin.
That's gonna roll off the tongue soon.
We created that name today. We created the show today. Again, you know, one step ahead of all the other teams. We're out here representing. I ain't even a battler. I ain't even part of the team, but I'm a part of the team. The team is bigger than just
part of the team, man.
The team is bigger than just what you see.
Yeah.
We're gonna be the first. We are the first Premier Battles team to have our own media show that's gonna be exclusively on Premier Battles Network. Make sure you subscribe to that shit. Joker Starr, where are they finding you at on the socials?
You can find me Joker dash. I can't even remember my Twitter. Anyway,
I changed all my names the other day, and I couldn't even log back in.
My Instagram is Joker _Starr _super SUUPAH.
That's a lot of underscores.
Yeah, mate.
You need to get have one punchy. Yeah. Do you know what? The best one I had was at Holt the Rapper. But due to personal reasons and shit, I had to change it because certain people were seeing my shit that I didn't really want to see. But other than that was perfect. At Holt the Rapper, like one word, bang. Need that shit. Since can't be having 2 underscores. That's just bare extra work for me on my keyboard and that. I'm just gonna just give up. Give up and go back to the board.
You gotta do this, mate.
Give up and go back to the board before I find your
times. Like, hold the shit 3 times. But listen, the easiest way, JOKER space STARR, put that in Google, everything comes down, music, depending social media, videos, battle raps, and this face, which your girl loves. Blessings. Thanks for having me, man.
Bless, man. Make sure you subscribe, look out for the future episodes of Beneath the Armour.
Beneath the Armour.
And yeah, man, look out for the round table as well, man. We'll be back at you real soon.
Yes. Peace.